Good evening and welcome to Nassau County Board of County Commissioners meeting for Monday, April 27th, 2026 at 5 p.m. Please stand for the invocation from Mr. Irving Gilliard and the Pledge of Allegiance.
Good evening, everyone. Oh, hello, as always, we honor you, praise you. Just thankful for you blessed us in this past. And Lord, we ask the county commissioners and their families continue to guide them, make the decisions for the county also. And bless those that work through the county manager's office and the county attorney's office. And bless our neighboring counties that are affected by the wildfires. Just bless them with all they need. You did it for Joe, do it for them. Look on, let's keep God. And Lord, as always, we just so thankful how you have blessed us. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Madam, will you please call the roll?
Commissioner Huffman?
Here.
Commissioner Gray?
Here.
Commissioner Farmer?
Here.
Commissioner Martin?
Here.
Chair McCullough?
Here. Expansion to the agenda, Mr. Pope.
Yes, ma'am. I'd like the board to consider expanding the agenda to include consideration signing a letter of support for the Department of Commerce related to a grant application.
Move to approve those requests by CSBN. Second.
Motion made by Commissioner Martin, second by Commissioner Hutman. All in favor say aye. Opposed say nay. Motion carries. Let me make sure I have my this will be new business, item S. And that will go towards our legislative back half. AAA. Yes, in order to not rub. Okay, we're going AAA. I just making sure it's corrected. AAA. Okay. Thank you. Proclamation and resolution. Tab A, approve proclamation Board of County Commissioners, Nassau County, Florida, proclaiming May 2026 as Celiac Disease Awareness Month.
Move to approve tab A.
Second.
Motion made by Commissioner Martin, seconded by Commissioner Farmer. All in favor say aye. Opposed say nay. Motion carries. Commissioner Farmer, will you lead the presentation
Sure.
this morning?
We have someone in attendance, come up, don't mind. Thank you so much. Welcome. How are you? This is a proclamation of the Board of County Commissioners of Nassau County, Florida, Celiac Disease Awareness Month, whereas celiac, am I saying that right? Celiac disease is one of the world's most prevalent genetic autoimmune disease affecting an estimated 3 million Americans, 70% of whom are undiagnosed. And whereas celiac disease causes the body to attack its own small intestine, which can lead to many other devastating conditions, including cancer. And whereas celiac disease results in extraordinary economic and productivity costs to both the public and private sectors from employee and student absenteeism, as well as repeated inclusive visits to healthcare providers. And whereas on average, it takes 4 years to directly diagnose celiac disease, and whereas there is no medication or cure for celiac disease, the only treatment is a lifelong, strict, gluten-free diet, and whereas studies show up to 50% of people on a gluten-free diet continue to experience symptoms and have intestinal damage, revealing the ineffectiveness of the gluten-free diet as treatment. And whereas the Celiac Disease Foundation is a national nonprofit organization dedicated to improving the quality of life and health of individuals with celiac disease by advancing government support for biomedical research to develop diagnostic tools, life improvement treatments, and a cure for celiac disease, and to raise public awareness of this serious disease. Now therefore be it proclaimed 27th April 2026 by the Board of County Commissioners in Nassau County, Florida, that one, the board encourages residents to increase their understanding and awareness of celiac disease, and number two, the board proclaims May 2026 as Celiac Disease Awareness Month, and it's signed by Allison McCullough, the chair, and Denise May, county attorney.
I just wanted to say a quick thank you to the board for providing a platform to raise awareness for something that has not only directly affected me, but many individuals throughout the community. So education is key, as there is no treatment at this moment in time. The Celiac Awareness Foundation is doing a great job of putting the efforts in. To hopefully one day find a treatment where I can finally eat again. So thank you guys so much.
Thank you. That will move us to consent items. If any board member wishes to move a consent item to new business, please do so now. Does any member of the public want to speak on a consent agenda item? Mr. Martin?
Madam Chair.
Yes, Mr. Gray.
Seeing no out of order, I make a motion to approve the consent items.
Second.
Commissioner Gray, motion to approve the consent agenda, seconded by Commissioner Huffman. All in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed say nay. Motion carries. That will take us to new business. Any member of the public address any item of business at this time. Time limit is 3 minutes. Is there anyone who wishes to address any item of business? I do have speaker cards for tab, so I will go as we get there. And then, I have legislative cards. So we'll go on to tab L. Approve and authorize the chair to sign work authorization number 7 to contract number CM 33559 with Hubbard Construction Company for the 2026 pay management plan in the amount not to exceed $4,805,521.93.
Yes, ma'am. Director.
Chair, David Harvey, Public Works Director, Nassau County. So what we have brought before you is request to approve approval of the 7 authorization to Hubbard Construction to continue to pay the management plan. So what this would be is level approximately 30 roads, totaling about 15.5 miles this year. It's really the same thing every year. They'll be in here probably 6 to 8 weeks, and we'll have roads and good riding roads, just like River Road and others past year.
Ooh, I'm happy that I know Mr. Farmer and I are happy to see that those dirt roads being paved over.
expand on that, just, we've, nobody's ever called it Four River Road anymore since we've seen the overload. It was literally Four River, you know what I mean? It rained just a bit. It was bad, very dangerous. That's what, like me and you talked several times, probably one of the overloads I've ever seen. Those guys did a really good job on that road.
I think so.
And you want an award with Hubbard, right?
Yes. Your program, several people involved, but, yes, they won an award in this northeast area of the state of Florida for the great work they did.
Thank you, Mr. Martin.
Madam Chair.
Yes, sir, Mr. Martin.
Since on the west side and south side, we've got traffic issues with road work. Are we anticipating any major traffic issues with any of these projects?
No, sir, it doesn't look like unless, of course, if there's any kind of issue, we'll make everybody as possible, but it should be
It'll say
standard.
Facebook first.
Sir?
Facebook first.
Yes, that's right. But it should be standard, single lane closures for just, short amounts of time, if anything.
I'm trying to go to other questions, comments, to move the time out.
Second that.
Motion made by Commissioner Martin, seconded by Commissioner Farmer. All in favor say aye. Opposed say nay. Motion, tab L. Motion to approve tab L. Approved. Tied to 0. Tab M. Approve and authorize the chair to award NC 25-0014-RFQ to Kimley Horn and Associates Incorporated and to execute contract number CM 4134 with Kimley Horn and Associates Inc. for the professional design services for the County Road 108 Phase 1 extension in the amount of $1,664,900.05.
Good evening. We are presenting a recommendation to approve and authorize the RFQ award and contract for Phase 1 of the extension of 108. This will tie into the Bluff Parkway that is eventually connected to Chester Road. The roundabout has already been worked out on from the east end and way. So this will provide a parallel to SR 200 with improvements in safety and mobility expected along that route as well. This first project is at the intersection of US 17 and 108, includes the realignment of 108 that currently comes in at a skew right angle instead of a degree. So it will include realignment with that road crossing intersection improvements at US 17 and then extending east of US 17 to the west side, west edge of the Queen Swamp, and there's still property there in that area, east of 17 and south road and towards the swamp.
Mr. Poe.
I think one of the
Clerk is gonna get the
I'm sorry, I forgot to mention my name and the department. Scott Pettigo, CEO, Project Manager, Capital Improvements Department.
So one of the great things about this project too, as you mentioned is this is not only fixing that acute angle that we're all aware of, 17 and 108, but also is the front door to the new school site, high school combined side off US 17. So people often talk about where that next high school and middle school will be in the immediate area. And so this is really the beginning of that transportation improvement, helping that school online.
Madam Chair.
Mr. Gray.
Just comment, I'm really excited to see this come to fruition, get started. Also, is our alternate emergency exit mobility, more than state running. I mean, this is something waiting on all citizens. And then a national disaster, that's the hurricane occurs, we'll have an exit route, besides 200 went out. Thank you very much, Madam Chair.
Madam Chair, move that.
Second.
Motion made by Commissioner Martin, seconded by Commissioner Huttman. All in favor say aye. Opposed say nay. Tab M approved. Tab N. Authorize the chair to sign the purchase sale agreement, contract number CM 4136 with Radiant LLC for the purchase of approximately 223 acres on Ventura Road for conservation purposes for the purchase price $3,875,000. That's $77,316.68 per acre.
HIDAC commissioners, Josh Batt, and I'm also going to have Dr. Clem come up. I had talked a little bit about this property in terms of planning aspects, and Dr. Clem will kind of dig into conservation aspects. But today's item represents what we talk about, plan, growth, action. We frequently hear concerns about growth, moving too fast, or feeling uncontrolled. This acquisition is really an example of the opposite. So it is growth being guided intentionally, thoughtfully, consistent with the long-term vision of Nassau County. Within your agenda packet background, so Vision 2020 emphasizes balance as a core building block, and this acquisition directly implements Vision 2020 Objective 2, which encourages the designation, protection, and conservation of land alongside area development. So it is located in Burgess District. It's a rapidly growing overlay, and the growth is planned. And much of this land already carries development entitlements. So what this opportunity gives us is the ability to step back, look at the big picture, and remove over 200 acres of entitled uplands for future development, placing them into conservation instead. So I highlighted five key kind of terms or outcomes to think about here. Plan growth. So you're guiding development to the right places, the right infrastructure. I'm going to show you a little diagram that shows the interconnected park system between Liberty Cove, Nassau Crossing, Future Linear Park. Obviously represents conservation of reserve lands, wildlife habitats, maintaining approximately 0.3 miles contiguous with riverfront. Community identity, protecting scenic sheds and landscape defined in Nassau County, and then the long-term value, which is bring a lasting benefit generations to come. So this acquisition represents more than just acreage. It reflects a deliberate decision to balance growth, conservation in a way that's for long-term needs of our community. And just kind of showing you these park systems that are actively being developed. You can't see my cursor. So here's our property. And creating contiguous network of riverfront greenway, which represents 2.3 miles, goes up to Liberty Cove Linear Park, which has additional community park systems. They're reflected in these diagrams. It continues along these multi-use trails that have been developed along Burgess, which connects our pocket parks, and Nassau Community Park. So as those residents are actively developing, we believe in that 10-minute walk rule, and having those park systems in those communities promotes our healthier communities. And I will turn it over to Dr. Clem for some conservation aspects.
Good evening, Commissioners. Dr. Taylor Clem, Conservation Land Manager, Department of Strategic Advancement. So thank you, Josh. I want to go over a little bit of the conservation value associated with this property to help provide a little bit of guidance in your decision making. So just an aerial photo of this space. So we think about conservation land, providing meaningful social, economic, environmental benefits. They strengthen consistent resilience, expand recreational opportunities, and enhance overall quality of life for Nassau County residents as well as our guests. So the Mentoria property represents a unique opportunity for Nassau County to establish high-quality conservation area that integrates conservation and recreation into that space. And then conservation and recreation we have been defining as prioritizes restoration and long-term stewardship while supporting low-impact public use, including trails, interpretive amenities, nature-based vegetation, gathering spaces that promote environmental literacy and public stewardship. The Mentoria property supports the county's conservation goals while offering a significant opportunity to develop a destination that blends natural resource protection, resilience, and community amenity. So to better illustrate this potential, I want to kind of talk a little bit about the site, paint a picture, as well as how that led to a concept use plan, or just like a big 30,000 foot view, how that property could be used within conservation. So we look at the entire map. This is just a soils map of the property. It's predominantly moderately drained, poorly drained soils. So when it's bordering that tidal soil. So it's roughly 60% of the phyllo beyond fine sand, which is like a moderately poorly drained soils. But that has been the soil that's been supporting the silviculture on that property. So when we actually look at how that ecosystem has developed on those properties, that predominant space is where that tree plantation has been. So that tree plantation, thinking about how this sets up for use in conservation. We have the ability to manage that area successfully, and that tree plantation can end up becoming what is more than likely supposed to be a Messick flat community, which is very similar to the Piney Island property that the county acquired in the past. And those properties, that specific Messick flatwood community is considered an underrepresented natural community within Florida's conservation. So being able to acquire that property and have it managed conservation helps also achieve statewide conservation, work towards achieving statewide conservation goals. So other environmental conditions that exist on natural communities on that property include a pond, large area. There's freshwater wetlands. So actually on the western of the property, as you come in along parallel to the interstate, you actually go across like Cypress Dome, little Cypress swamp, really cool space within the property. But also there's wetland flatwoods, shrub and brush area, and all kind of buffers up against the marshlands, Nassau River as well as Plummer Creek. So that kind of picture of what this concept use land can look like for this conservation area. So we look at this conservation area as a hub for conservation recreation activities within central Nassau County. So thinking of this space, three conservation use areas defined by various degrees of use and activity, kind of like a higher use area to a low use, more conserved space. So those three areas and plus a cultural trail network. And I'll highlight the opportunity that exists within each one of those spaces. So looking at the scale of use, the higher use area is going to be located down the southwest corner of the property. And it's got a smaller footprint, being that's a higher use space, but that's going to be that main gateway for what we call the Nassau County Nature Center. So the primary gateway and center with visitors and outdoor education facility is where residents learn, connect, build, share identity around Nassau County's conservation lands and working heritage. So really referencing civic cultural history of Nassau County. But some of the amenities that can exist, this higher use area, could be outdoor education facilities, nature centers, it could be a hub for community events and activities. The second space reference conservation, education, discovery. So it's that lower impact or lower use area. But it's extended learning beyond the main hub and functional natural system around the property. Visitors can explore native habitats and historic land uses, place-based experiences that foster deeper understanding of ecosystems, reinforces the cultural connection in land and community. So a lot of the space where that flat would be located, but it's great for types of conservation, recreation activities, trails, primitive camping opportunities, outdoor education, interpretive trails, et cetera. So building layers of education, engagement with community within these spaces. So it's not just serving it, but becoming a public amenity. The lower areas of conservation stewardship, again, we're taking a step back on its use opportunities, but it's going to be conserving, protecting, and managing sensitive natural communities where a lot of those wetland buffer areas are on our property. So conserving, protecting, and managing natural communities and cultural legacy through public access. So a lot of these areas you can predominantly for the natural area management, restoration efforts, but as well as a great way for us to use it as a tool with, how do we engage potentially getting natural resource careers? How can we teach about forestry, natural resources on site? But as well as we can open it up for other conservation, recreation, low use opportunities such as equine trails or unimproved trails that go through that property. So those are going to be the primary use areas, kind of like vision on this property that kind of leans into that conservation value associated with it. But kind of linking everything together is this cultural trail network. So this helps connect those two different parts of overlay, the EPA and William Burgess area. That helps bring people through the site to engage them within conservation space. And that can be trails, boardwalks, water access points. Linking areas of the site while guiding visitors through diverse landscape stories that connect forest, wet and waterways to our conservation areas. So that's how we envision this picture, but ultimately really thinking about what it can be. It provides a central conservation hub that achieves the county's goals and visions. While also making sure that we're maintaining conservation that is also for its environmental benefits, but as well as benefits to the community as well. So thank you all.
You.
Thank you, Dr. Glenn. Mr. Martin.
Chair, you'll be paid for.
Yes, sir. These are funds dedicated in your conservation fund. So they're funds specifically for conservation.
And I know it's early to ask you this question, but all the great things that Dr. talked about happening there, those are going to have costs. And also. Do you have any idea? Well, my first question, that comes out of the conservation funds, or would that be out of appreciation?
So I'm wait to answer that question specifically until we talk with the finance team. There are components of management that come out of the conservation fund, which part of managing that force, like Doug talked about 100% on board. I would say at this point in time, we'll look at the hierarchy of projects in your capital improvement program that were sometime from building the larger, more impressive parts of it. But what we can immediately start with, and Dr. Dunn can speak to it, he's already started planning on the management of the forest, kind of taking it from its current silvicultural state and converting it more towards a natural community, opening it up to the public, the trails, access to the water. So it would be very functional and available to the public almost immediately once we get the management plan in place. And then as time comes and as funds are available, we hope to partner with some of the educational institutes in Northeast Florida when it comes to the educational components and educational facilities. So I don't have time frame for you for the build out. I can tell you accessible public in very short order.
Thank you.
Mr. Hatman.
Suppose you could refresh my memory.
Let's have a ranking on the project.
So we did. So this is not a clam project. It's coming out of conservation. It's not a clam property. It did score very high in the scoring system for ecological value, and combine that with the community benefit component and your Vision 2050 when laying high-intensity development adjacent to your conservation vision to create balance. It's even more valuable. So I don't score off the top of my head.
Mr. Gray.
Madam Chair, this is too exciting, Madam Chair. Liberty Cove is a huge development coming into Williamsburg. We're just going to have a huge impact along the linear. So this is all tie together and serve a lot of river access to the general public for many decades, forever. Many years to come. I'd like to make a motion. Good. Madam Chair. I make a motion to approve tab N, Madam Chair.
Second.
Motion made by Commissioner Ray, seconded by Commissioner Huttman. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed say nay. Motion carries. Tab O, approve the Rise Small Business Fee Credit Program.
Freeman, Economic Resource Manager, Strategic Advancement. Good evening, Commissioners. How are you? Great. When we met during the winter strategic planning session, we discussed the vision for a more resilient Nassau County economy. One that doesn't attract big industry, but one that actively lowers the hurdles for local entrepreneurs. That brings us to Nassau Rise, resources for independent small businesses. What this does provide tangible relief to businesses without creating an administrative burden. So we'll be seeking your approval for this program this evening. So why would we want to do such a thing? What this does is it removes that startup burden for small businesses. Oftentimes, the barrier to entry can be an impact fee or a building permit or a mobility fee. And this can prevent them from ever being able to break ground. By providing up to $20,000 of fee credits, we aren't just giving money away. We are ensuring that $20,000 of business owners' private equity can be spent on hiring staff, purchasing inventory, marketing their business, setting themselves up for success. And this is a skin in the game approach. It's not just a blank check. These are people that are already looking to invest in Nassau County. We're just trying to lower that barrier to entry. This also, while we the large-scale economic projects, RISE ensures that these local Main Street businesses are committing their business to Nassau County. We want to keep it that way. How does this kind of work? So the pilot framework is a 3-year pilot program. So it's $200,000 a year for $600,000 total over a year commitment. And this annual approach really gives us the opportunity to ensure that we are getting what we're looking for out of the program, right? We need to amend it to do anything different to it. So before we make it a permanent fixture for Nassau County. And we aren't doing this alone, we're partnering with the SBDC. By partnering with them, we are ensuring that businesses become RISE ready, that we are making best bets for the economy. They must have a vetted business plan, and this kind of gives them the pathway to do that. So to ensure that this program is efficient as it is impactful, we've leaned on the expertise of the Small Business Development Center. And I'd like to invite Jody Henson, who's the Associate Director for the SBDC. She can kind of walk through the roadmap and how we plan on executing the program. Thank you, Kathy.
Good evening, Commissioners, everyone. I'm Jody Henson, Small Business Development Center. I think most of you know a little bit about us. But the Small Business Development Center's mission is to help businesses thrive and succeed. And this is a perfect segue for us to help Nassau County businesses in this partnership. So Kathy explained how the program works. We're the ones that are going to roll up our sleeves and help those folks who want to apply for the grant to make sure that they're really ready to receive those funds. And that would be vetting their business plan, helping them do a lot of research and the hard work of making sure that their estimates, their financial projections have been well thought out, well researched. We also have research tools at our disposal to help them make sure that they've looked at all the different aspects of what they're trying to do with their expansion project. And then we can assist them in how they are doing future planning as well. So our job is to help vet that business plan, make sure that their plans are thoroughly thought through and considered. And then we're there to help them throughout the rest of it. It's not just a matter of getting the plan together. It's helping them overcome any kind of barriers, questions, or confusion that they may have thereafter. We will also be aggregator of all of the documentation that they need before they bring it to you. So our job will be to make sure that the package is complete and that they've met the criteria before they are asking you to fund them. So we'll have a checklist, we'll make sure that we go that with the applicants and then bring it to the commission through Kathy. And make sure that all the I's are dotted, T's are crossed. And certainly we have the ability to also quite honestly ask a lot of questions of that business owners to make sure that they really are going to be good stewards of the money. So that's really what our role will be. And we'll just make sure that it's all in a nice, well-vetted package. Thank you.
Mr. Farmer.
Madam Chair, thank you.
I just want to go out, I'm sure you guys have thought about it, some sort of application window, so you know, we got open, close, and that way this thing just, rock throughout the year. Let me speak to that.
Yes, actually, they can apply throughout the year, so they have to be, it has to be before they start to do anything. So what they'll do is somebody says, well, I'm interested, and we'll be kind of marketing this a little bit through the chambers and through the banks and through other ways. If they come to us, once they come to us, we will connect them with the SBDC if they're not already connected. And they'll kind of go through this process with them. In fact, already the SBDC is saying, this is a good candidate, this is a good candidate, this is a good candidate. So they're kind of doing it that way, then they'll apply as they're going through that process with the SBDC. But once the funds are gone, the funds are gone. It's only a $200,000 cap.
She hit what I was going to say. It's an amount of money, and so our goal is as you all, we want to get the money out to the small businesses so they can reinvest it. And so our goal is to get the money out the door. And if we end up, demand is big, and the money goes quick, it goes quick. It's not recalibrate and come up with a way to make it more effective program.
I think it's very beneficial to small businesses. And, you know, Jody did work. I mean, we've sat together and, collaborated together. I know it's a lot sometimes, because we got, all these file folders, and you got to remember what everybody's doing, what the direction is. But at the end of the day, I get excited about this type of thing, because, I'm a business and conservation guy. I mean, I think both of those are kind of tied together in a lot of aspects. And people, the community that our neighbors that I'm around, they're on board with this type of programs. So I'm in favor of it. Thank you.
Mr. Hopper.
Sure, thank you. Also to follow up on our discussions from the impact fee, where we heard concerns about how can we address that. This is exactly the answer, offsetting those costs for established small businesses. So to me, it's a promise by us, a promise kept. Fully support this. Thank you.
Madam Chair.
Mr. Martin.
Yeah, I think it's a great idea, great program. And I give a kudos to who came up with this idea.
Lots of people. It actually was the funds that were available, that became available, and we were away to, again, support small business. So kind of a collaborative effort.
Yeah, is this something done in other counties? Or?
It is.
Okay. Thank you.
Marshall, get ready.
Marshall did have a lot.
This is a team effort. I mean, we come up with an idea and we shape the team to make sure we can actually implement it. It's going to bring a good
Kudos.
Thank you.
Second.
Motion made by Commissioner Farmer, seconded by Commissioner Martin. All in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed say nay. Motion carries. Tab P, a discussion and input on draft temporary moratorium ordinance. Set the public hearing on ordinance as may be amended by discussion for May 11, 2026 first reading and public hearing, and June 8, 2026 second reading, public hearing and adoption. Thank you, Ms. May.
Thank you. Good evening, County Attorney Denise May, here to present to you, as I was directed at our last evening meeting, is to draft a legally viable moratorium ordinance on the acceptance, review, or approval of data center facilities as I defined it for the purpose of this ordinance only. So, I want to start with some of the legal background on what is a moratorium, in this case a temporary moratorium, and what's legal status, so that we understand that. Also called zoning in progress in some cases. It is a viable land use tool to promote your effective planning, and that's from case law. I went to that there. The intent of it is to maintain your status quo, as long as it's rationally related to an actual general government welfare, public safety issue, in order to enact development regulation process. And that's a U.S. Supreme Court case. So moratoriums in Florida are temporary. Measures enacted to end or prohibit activity while you make definition of uses and that sort of zone appropriately where you would like use to come into, or where it should be. The Florida courts have recognized these legitimate planning tools, as said, so long as they are rationally related to the harm you're trying to correct, and duration matters. You can't indefinitely put a moratorium on. It's what is the actual reasonable time frame in order to do the research and planning exercises to come up with legislation. Also, in order to do so, the county must enact it as this, with the same formality required for ordinance to change zoning. So we're required to do two public hearings. Tonight is, while you will hear from the public, is not one of the public hearings. You'll notice those in the paper. Newspapers for any rezoning ordinance. That's part of the motion I'll be asking for at the end of this, to set it for May 11 and June 8 for that first and second hearing. But I have drafted based upon the feedback that I got from you all and some of the concerns that we've seen in the literature. And so for discussion tonight, whether this goes far enough, too far, or there's some amendment you'd like to see. So currently, it defines data center facilities for the purpose of the moratorium only. I want to stress that because this is not the definition I'm proposing for your planning exercise, or how the regulation may define. It may define levels of data center, hyperscale, medium scale, so forth. But for the purposes of the moratorium, and to understand what we're preventing at this time, this is the definition that I proposed. And that is a building, a dedicated space within a building, or a group of buildings that house computer systems and associated components, such as telecommunications and data processing systems, to be used for remote storage processing or distribution of large amounts of data. I think this covers almost anything that may be within a data center. It would cover cryptocurrency mining. It would cover AI. It would cover cloud computing. It would cover some that are just running computers for say data collection services for a particular industry. It's meant to be very broad so that we can try and stop everything that may not end up being, this won't end up being your definition of a data center in any regulation. It would become more pinpoint. This is very large in general. It included some, again, non-exclusive examples of what data I'm intending to capture there, computationally intensive applications such as currency, artificial intelligence, weather modeling, genome sequencing, application hosting, cloud storage, video and text streaming services. Again, this is not inclusive, it's just as including, but not limited to give everybody an idea of the breadth of what we're trying to stop. The temporary moratorium is on the acceptance, review, or approval of applications for development permits, development orders, rezoning, or site plans. Development permits is very large. That includes building permits. That includes any site plan. It includes almost any permit or order that can come through here, including conditional use, variance, or any other type of ordinance that might come through. It must be limited in duration and be rationally related to general public welfare concern. Some of those welfare concerns are found within the legislation intent of this ordinance. You'll see I wrote pages of those. I've gone over the, I wanted you to understand that it's up to 12 months from the effective date, which would be June 8th, your second year, everything goes planned. It would allow you time to comprehensively study and review and discuss in public what you would like to regulate, where it should be, what it should find, and how it should look. Some of the potential impacts you'll be considering to help define your public welfare concerns include groundwater impacts, water supply, wastewater treatment, electric grid capacity and infrastructure requirements, land compatibility and development standards, environmental considerations including noise, lighting, wetlands, etc., and other best practices that are to be found across the nation and other states for these types of uses. So again, I have summarized the ordinance in very broad terms. If I'm here questions, and I know you want to hear public, and I'm here to answer it as well.
Thank you. Mr. John Leggett. And I do apologize if I mispronounced your last name.
My name is John Blodgett. I live on 138 North 19th Street, Pernian Beach. And I'm here to speak in favor of a moratorium. The reading I've done on these data centers, that they are local environmental catastrophes that do not do much economically for an area, and a lot of strain on local municipalities and local governments trying to get them enough of the resources that they draw so heavily on water and electricity. Not to mention many of them have extraordinary number of square feet which I'm not sure how the stormwater regulations work with buildings that size, way bigger than San Center. So it's hard to hear the broadness of the proposed ordinance, and I would urge you to not only vote in favor of that moratorium, but also to really dig into studying the issue while you're formulating the regulations, zoning regulations that you put in place to control, because from what I read all over the country, people have come out and said this is just not what we need here. So that's what I have to say. Thank you.
Thank you. Miss Rachel Stillwell.
Hello. Good evening. My name is Rachel Stillwell. I'm a resident of Nassau County. First, I want to apologize to any for any of the inconvenience and confusion from when I made the petition. I was very personally relieved to hear that there was a massive miscommunication. And so I am just here to speak on what my research has given. So again, my name is Rachel Stillwell. I live here in Nassau County. My family lives on water, and like everyone here, we depend on stable infrastructure and utility rates. Sorry.
Read your address to the record.
Oh, yes. 36100 Sagebrush Lane.
Thank you.
This was my notes, but I wanted to just put this out there. I already struggle with health issues due to exposure to toxins growing up. So something that's very close to my heart because of my children. Okay. We are already seeing rising. So sorry. Rising costs from home insurance, electricity, and in other areas where high demand facilities have been built. That demand has put additional pressure on utility rates. So when projects require major infrastructure upgrades, it raises concern that those costs passed on to residents. There are nearly 1,000 residents who have signed a petition originally for that data center that are concerned. And it's not people that are necessarily averse to progress, but they are averse to major corporations coming in and taking advantage of people that are unprepared. So I would like us to be prepared. I know that all of you are not just making decisions on commissioners. You are people who care deeply about this community and your own families. I support responsible growth. I understand data infrastructure is part of modern life. We already all rely on it. This isn't about stopping progress, it's about making sure that as it comes, it doesn't shift long-term risk or cost onto the people who are here already. High-load facilities with continuous power demand and large-scale water usage need real infrastructure support. In our area, that raises concerns about Florida aquifer, which our homes, farms, and ecosystems all depend on. Here's the key issue. Once groundwater is stressed or infrastructure is expanded and rates rise, those impacts are hard, not impossible to reverse. If projections are wrong, residents alone bear that risk. So the question isn't whether data centers are good or bad, it's whether they can operate here without creating long-term strain or shifting costs onto the community. I ask the board respectfully to require clear site-specific data on water and power demand, including peak and drought conditions, and analysis of impacts on wells, infrastructure, and build-out review, not just early phases.
Thank you, I appreciate that. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Mr. Chad Charland. If you'll please say your name and your address in the record.
Yep. My name is Chad Charlin, 3046 First Avenue, Indian Beach. I first became aware of data centers in 2024 through my work as the conservation chair with the local chapter of the Florida Native Plant Society. I was initially shocked by their entry size, hundreds of acres, thousands of acres, subdivision scale development projects, full not of homes, but warehouses running powerful computers around the clock. I read more stories about the incredible energy demands of data centers. How their energy demands were causing utility bills to skyrocket for local residents where they were built. I read about how some data centers were so large, they required the building of power plants just to supply them with electricity. Power plants large enough to electrify an entire city. Then I read about the water demands. For some projects, 1 million gallons a day. How they caused wells in rural Georgia to run dry. I'm sure many others, like Rachel previously, will talk about the unbelievable amounts of fresh water. Drinking water. Data centers suck up. Our drinking water. And it's appropriate that during historic drought, as we've all been choking on wildfire smoke the past 2 weeks, we should be thinking about water and how best to use it. How best to conserve it. Water here can seem like an inexhaustible resource. I can assure you it is not. I suggest our water should be reserved for our drinking supply, for our homes and our businesses, and for our farmers to irrigate their fields, not given to Mark Zuckerberg and Elon Musk so they can make another $1 billion off of us. Back in September of 2025, when I first read about a potential data center coming to Nassau County, I emailed each of you to make you aware of the potential threats these community destroyers can bring to places like ours. I also introduced the idea of enacting a data center moratorium for Nassau County to allow you and us to get a better understanding of what exactly these projects can do to a place. When I sent that first email, I didn't think we'd ever be here, actually discussing a moratorium in a public forum. I want to thank you for listening to me and your constituents. I want to thank you for being open-minded. I especially want to thank the people behind me in the community who reached out to you subsequently and shared on social media objections to any construction of data centers in Nassau County. Opposition to data centers is the most pressing matter affecting this community. My community, an issue that has encouraged me actually to run for office for the first time. State House in this district with the hopes of enacting a data center moratorium and more regulations on the industry statewide. Look at Georgia. Look around the country and the backlash to data centers among local communities coast to coast. This is the last thing we need in Nassau County, and I encourage you to move forward with the moratorium.
Thank you. Ms. Patricia Sam. If you please state your name and address for the record.
Thank you. Patricia Sam, 95532 Bentgrass Court for Indian Beach. I want to start by thanking the Commission for considering a moratorium. Nothing good can come from a data center. And I have a 35-plus career in data, AI, cloud computing. Nothing good will come of this. I'm not going to repeat some of the things that were already said, noise, light, air, water, et cetera. But I'm going to talk about something very insidious going on in Florida. I used to live in Sarasota County. In Sarasota County, the property appraiser, Bill First, started a political action committee, American Mission Florida. They've already funneled $2 million to a gubernatorial candidate who said, I want Florida to be the number one data center capital of this country, if not the world. Okay. So we've got people within counties now funneling money from tech bros. Okay, we mentioned a few of them into counties to get data centers. This is serious stuff. They're going to spend hundreds of millions of dollars to fund candidates in our state at the gubernatorial level and at the local level. Our local representatives, state senators, perhaps some of you who are on this commission. You're going to have strong spines to get through this because they are extremely serious. You're talking billionaires who spend $100 million on their weddings. You think you would spend $2 million on a data center in Nassau County? So I wanted to bring up what I think is really insidious, shady stuff that is going on. And at a county
county, when I heard this, and I lived in Sarasota County, I was horrified to know that a county official is funneling money from Silicon Valley into candidates that will impact how we all live. And I just want to end by saying, that I think very highly of this commission. I've come to a number of meetings. I have Hupper members constantly in on something. And so I want to thank you very, very much considering the moratorium. I have material here, a lot of share material with you as you go your assessment of what the dangers will be having a data center any place in Nassau County. And if I can be any help as somebody who knows that business pretty heavily and also has an ecological mindset to provide information and sit on any kind of consumer panels to help you guys decision making year out, I'd be very happy to do that.
Thank you. Ms. Richard and Susan Heiber. Okay. Miss Carla. I apologize. Miss Carla, will you come to the podium first and last name for the record address? Thank you.
My name is Carla Wizard. I live at 6118 Caesars Avenue, Yulee. And I want to bring it back to local. We've been told in the last month, we can't water our yard once a month. We can't power wash in some cases. And they suggest, I've seen suggestions from the county that we should curtail gardening or planting. That's one of my escapes world. If we don't have the water to water our lawns, we definitely don't have the water for a data center. It would impact us unbelievably. And then our infrastructure will not support it, and I don't think it's going to get there to support it in anywhere in the near future. And I want to go back to watering my yard. I want brown grass. I want to let my tomatoes grow. I want flowers to be able to bloom. And if we can't do that, we certainly can't do a data center. Thank you.
Thank you. I have no more parts of this.
Chair, to approve tab P.
Second.
Motion made by Commissioner Martin, seconded by Commissioner Gray. All in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed say nay. Motion carries. Tab. I apologize.
So, thank you for the motion to approve. I'm approving the draft. I secondly, if you approve the first and second dates, May 11, June 8, then I can really look at that.
I amend my motion to everything she just said.
And Chair, I would second my motion to include those dates.
For May 11, 2026, and June 8, 2026.
Yes, ma'am.
All, thank you, May. All in favor say aye. Opposed say nay. Motion carries. Okay, yes, sir.
I'm just going to say, for everyone who came, thanks for speaking. And please continue to send emails, because you may see something that we don't see. I mean, I think data centers are something that's relatively new area for a lot of people. And there's a lot of conversation, a lot of buzz about it. But, one of the speakers said, she sent emails. Those emails get read by me. I can't speak to my colleagues, but if you see something new that we don't see, or something that it should be brought to our attention, please don't hesitate to send it over. I don't usually send back a response 3 pages long, but I'll usually send you back confirmation that I did receive it. And I appreciate taking the time to do that. Thank you, Madam Chair.
If I may, as a addressing this, Jim, as a candidate for office, I will pledge to you right now that I would not take any money from tech companies or tech industry, or last time I didn't do developers, contractors, et cetera. And I will pledge to you this time, I have no interest in tech support. Thank you. Except my own tech support right here in the county keeps my email up and running. That's what I'm at. So thank you for bringing that up.
Thank you. Tab Q, consider resolution extending the state of emergency in Nassau County, Florida, related to burning and brush fires.
Madam Chair, I move to approve tab Q.
Second.
Motion made by Commissioner Martin, seconded by Commissioner Farmer. All in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed say nay. Motion carries. Tab R, set a special meeting of the Board of County Commissioners on May 4th, 2026, 10 a.m. for the board to consider extending the local state of emergency for the burn ban in Nassau County, Florida.
Madam Chair, move to tab R.
Second.
Motion made by Commissioner Martin, seconded by Commissioner Farmer. All in favor say aye. Oh, yes, Mr. Hutman. You will not hear.
Will not be here that day, Mary.
Congratulations. Yes, but we will have four of us into that. Okay. Motion to approve. All in favor say aye. Opposed say nay. Motion carried.
Madam Chair, before you go into the legislative public hearings, could we take a recess, that's the folks that came here with that leave and all the cause.
Yes, sir, so it's 6 o'clock, we will be meeting at 6:10. resume our county commission meeting for April 27th, 2026. We're back on the record. That will take us to legislative public hearings. Tab S. Consider CRD 26-004, a request for development within the Nassau County Scenic Canopy Road right-of-way. The applicant proposes to install 568 feet of underground cable and one in-ground vault on the Amelia Island Parkway. IQ Fiber, applicant 77 Spring Communications, HH District 2.
I know, I need the legislator. I can read those, you won't have to.
Not me.
I will read these record. And then we'll move right ahead.
Okay.
Tab is already listed. And that is following items S3 are all legislative items. Procedures are in place to give all to speak for or against the item, and I'm going to do so. Those wishing to speak for of or against the item will have 3 minutes to address the board. They should address the board and only the item under consideration. Please begin by stating your name and address for the record. Please do not engage personal attacks on the speakers, staff, or board members. Please do not be repetitive, and please do not restate the same information as prior speakers. Sharing or transferring is not allowed. The clerk will control the time, that's 3 minutes. Any speaker will be documented as part of their presentation, will give to the deputy clerk. They do become a part of the permanent record. The meeting is being recorded, please no applause, outbursts, or talking. The board will then close the public hearing and discuss the item under consideration. You may ask questions, speakers, or staff. You will then deliberate and vote on the item for you. Thank you, Madam Mayor.
Thank you, May. We'll open the floor for public discussion for tab S. Applicant presentation. No, okay, thank you. Staff presentation session.
All right, good evening, everyone. Adam Olson, Senior Planner, Planning Department. And for CRD 26-004, again, just to recap, this is a request by IQ Fiber along the Island Parkway, which is designated Canopy Road on Rhode Island. And the request is to install 568 feet of underground cable and one in-ground vault, which is 24 inches by 36 inches. They're proposing to install the cable using directional boring underground, so go down 42 to 48 inches, bore underground, trench required. It's highlighted in red on the site. If you're able to see that, we'll be going under seven trees, part of that designated Canopy Road zone. But again, with the directional boring, we found 4 feet underground. It should prevent any harm to trees. So therefore, staff recommends approval of this request. Thank you.
Board questions, staff?
Madam Chair.
Yes, sir.
I do have a comment. Last time, when they first started working down this area, we had a couple of bumps and water main, taps. And I reached out to them personally, and I would say in the last 20 months or so, we've had no other incidents. So I appreciate the care these folks are taking and doing these runs, and I'll reach out to them this time to remind them I'm doing an exceptional job with that. Appreciate continued service.
I second that.
Yeah.
I'm going to close the public session. Tab S for deliberation. I'll entertain a motion to approve or deny tab S.
Madam Chair.
Yes, sir. Mr. Hutman.
Consider, based on the review and applicant testimony that is provided by motion to approve CRD 26-004.
Second.
Motion made by Commissioner Hutman, seconded by Commissioner Martin. Madam, will you call the vote, please?
Commissioner Gray?
Yes.
Commissioner Farmer?
Yes.
Commissioner Martin?
Yes.
Commissioner Hutman?
Yes.
Chairman Cola?
Yes.
That's 5-0, motion carries.
Thank you. Tab T, consider LDC 26-005 and ordinance 2026-002, an amendment to section 30.006, signing regulations of the Nassau County Land Development Code. We will open the floor for public discussion. Staff presentation and discussion.
Good evening, Commissioners. Elizabeth Back, Planning Department. The item before you tonight is a Land Development Code update. This would amend the sign regulations from LDC section 30.06 This was a result of really inadvertent exclusion of an item that had previously been in the land development code. You'll recall how Polycoil took multiple updates to the land development code last summer. And so there was never the intent to have this item drop off. And so through the process of getting all of those updates into the land development code, noticed that this was inadvertently left out. The new request to bring that language back in, it does meet the intent of the prior ordinance, 25-20. And so the goal of this is to reduce redundancy and confusion in the text, and it does clarify the original intent for termination criteria for signage that does not meet current regulations for when a business or commercial single tenant is changed. So here on this slide, you can see the strike through underline. That is consistent with the prior text that was there. So we do want to be clear that single tenant sign change happens and is requested, that the signage needs to be brought into conformance with our standards. And you'll recall we had a major effort to bring State Road 100 signage regulations countywide, and so this will correct that. As well as make sure it's clear that the non-residential building is occupied for a period of 12 consecutive months, that it needs to be brought into conformance as well. And as you'll see here, this is consistent with the objectives in our land use element, also policy in our land use element, and it is in conformance with the goals, objectives, and policies of the comprehensive plan. It does not conflict with the LDC, code ordinances, and other county regulatory documents. I should also mention that the planning board unanimously recommended approval during April 7th meeting. I'll be happy to answer any questions.
Board questions for staff? Okay, at this time, I'm going to move forward with discussion. Word deliberation, I will entertain a motion for tab T.
Chair.
Mr. Hatman.
I had a quick comment.
Oh, yes, sir.
I'm sorry, I let you away, but I had a comment. We have a way that we proactively ensure, for example, let's say it's previously unoccupied business for 12 months, and a new business comes in, and they're going to rework the location, and they're actually going to use the sign, say a sign that's already in place. We just need to make sure that we're communicating that to that business at the beginning of the process, whether it's DRC level.
That's a very point.
Somebody's already got well along the process, ready to open the door, cut the ribbon, and then we
That would not be a good time to tell them.
Right, so I just wanted staff assurance that we're going to have that as part of the process. Yes, thank you very much. All right, Madam Chair. Based on the record evidence received, I find that the amendment is consistent with the Nassau County Comprehensive Plan, future land use element, objective FL.01 and policy FL.01.04. Florida statutes, Nassau County Land Development Code, therefore, the motion is to approve LDC 26-005.
Second.
Motion made by Commissioner Hutman, second by Commissioner Martin. Madam Clerk, will you call the vote?
Commissioner Farmer?
Yes.
Commissioner Hutman?
Yes.
Commissioner Gray?
Yes.
Commissioner Martin?
Yes.
Chairman Cola?
Yes.
That's 5 ayes, 0 nays, motion carries.
Thank you. Tab U, consider LD 26-007, ordinance 2026-001, an amendment to Article 6, Section 6.04 of the Nassau County Land Development Code. I will open for public discussion on tab U. Staff presentation and discussion.
Good evening, Elizabeth back again. So as opposed to the previous request we heard, which was more of a correction, this item is also a land development code update, but this is to make the regulations more clear. So there's a definition section, and there's this Article 6 regulation, Section 6.04, and between the two, we felt like we needed more clarity. So this was just an effort between stormwater team, development services, and planning to really try to make this not change anything, but make it more clear for folks that want to develop in Nassau County. So this is applicant is county. So it would clarify the way in which properties located in a special flood hazard area measure from for building height
Also clarify the manner in which the reference plane is determined for properties again in the unincorporated area of Amelia Island for the purposes of building height measurement. And three, to reduce conflicting or confusing language regarding this. So Constance Lake is in the room if you have any detailed questions about the way in which special flood hazard area is impacted by height measurements, but really it's just to make it more clear, to bring that clarity to regulation. This item is consistent with the comprehensive plan, the future land use element, Florida statutes and the goals, objectives, and policies of the comprehensive plan does not conflict with the LDC, code of ordinances, and other regulatory documents. The staff does recommend approval of this amendment. And just of note, the planning and zoning board also did, with unanimous vote, recommend approval on their April 7th meeting. Happy to answer any questions. As I mentioned, Constance Lake is here. If you have any more detailed scientific, technical type questions. Thank you.
Board questions, Mr. Martin.
Ms. Bass, is this as a result of the application we had for the home of American Beach?
Not so much a result because it doesn't change anything, but definitely I think will help clarity and bringing clarification as to what where you're measuring from, where you're measuring to, and then keep it in line with the definition section of the code. So lead to more clarity.
So I know it's not going to change what we already approved previously, but just from my own knowledge, had this been in place then would have changed anything for the applicant at that time? We still be able to have the house to build.
I mean, he was able to get an appeal variance, so that was the case that was built for that. He still yes, everything that happened still happened. He just yes, you're correct.
I'll close the floor for public discussion. Board deliberation, entertain a motion to approve or deny tab U.
Just say it. If you read the way the ordinance is written here, it says building height shall be measured from lower up average natural rate average ground adjacent roadway. So this pretty much cleans it up, makes it concrete. Am I reading that correctly? With that, if there's no further discussion, Madam Chair, make a motion based on the record. Evidence has received this consistent with National County Plan, Policy FL 10.05, statutes, Florida Land Code, therefore a motion to approve LD 26-077, ordinance 26-033.
Second.
Motion made by Commissioner Farmer, seconded by Commissioner Hutton. Madam, we call the vote, please.
Commissioner Martin?
Yes.
Commissioner Hutton?
Yes.
Commissioner Farmer?
Yes.
Commissioner Gray?
Yes.
Chairman Cola?
Yes.
That's 5-0, your motion carries.
Thank you. Tab B, consider 6826-0009 and ordinance 2026-009 and amendment the future land use map of approximately 24.41 acres located on the west side of Chester Road from industrial to Transect 1 T1 for 6.23 acres and Transect 5 T-5 for 18.18 acres. DJG Chester LLC owner, Nassau County agent, District 3. At this time, I will open for public discussion and staff presentation.
Good evening, Elizabeth back with the planning department again. So I know we keep mentioning that we have these items that the county is sponsoring for the timber ties design overlay. We're getting close, we still have a couple left. So this is one of the last couple that we have left. This one is a future land use map amendment. As was stated, a portion of it seeking to go from industrial to Transect 1. And then another portion from Transect 5, also from industrial. It's DJG Chester LLC with Nassau County sponsoring Commission District 3. So to orient you here, we're about middle of the way to the ties design overlay. You've got State Road 200 to the south. You'll see Home Depot and Target. We're looking north of Courtney Isles Way. And if you're familiar with Ashley Furniture, recently built over here. Just on the west side here, Chester, south of Page area. I know that's a little bit small, but this is within an activity center. This is an enlargement of the map for the Timber Tides overlay. And we are looking at the Nassau Villages Activity Center, which you can see flying acres over here on the east. And then Chester running south here. This parcel is in here. And then you see the green for the wetlands area there. On our left-hand side of this map, you'll see that the current land use is industrial. On the right-hand side, this shows zoning, seeking to change from industrial warehouse, which will come in your quasi-judicial part of the evening. So this one's a little bit different than some of those you've seen recently. This one, they do have the ability within the Timber Tides design overlay. The regulating map was done at a very high level, so wetlands were down very specifically. But when you get to the specific layer, instead of the T1 being this shape, it would be like this. And they do have conservation easement. Mr. Mullen is here. He may give a presentation as well if he wishes. But so they've got the conservation easement, and the T1 would actually look like this, with the T5 being the property on the east. So this is all in your staff report. I'm not going to read it verbatim or anything, but you'll recall T1 is more of the natural zone type area. They are able in this design overlay to use the density of acreage, but they're not going to be placing dwelling units on that strip conservation easement area. So for the T5, Transit 5 is also known as urban center zone. This is basically the highest density besides one of the special districts. So we're looking at higher density, mixed-use buildings, retail, office, civic, residential uses at a rather more intense and dense level. The density range is a minimum of 10 units per acre with a maximum of 25. The maximum floor area ratio is 2.0. And so this is a small scale request, says it's less than 50 acres, so this will just come before you once and not be required to review by the state. So it's currently undeveloped industrial zone land. The property was assigned on the regulating map, the land use category T5 with the T1, and this is consistent with our request with a slight modification to the area of the T1. As mentioned, they're a wetland site. They will have to maintain wetland buffers and stormwater requirements in the county. As you're well aware, this is an up-and-coming area and population growth we've talked about so much. This is an area that has access to retail, grocery stores, emergency and non-emergency medical care. Again, the growth trends report shows that we rank as the eighth fastest growing state, county in the state, with a projected population to be 46.9%, which would be over 48,000 people by 2025, potentially, with a need for new jobs as well. So if there's any other questions from the staff report, let me know. It goes into a little bit detail. I did want to let you know it's consistent with the section of the land use element that addresses the Timber Tides, which is J. The adopted criteria for approval of a future land use map amendment, and staff is recommending approval of this comprehensive plan amendment. And Planning and Zoning Board did recommend approval during their April 7th meeting. And happy to answer any questions. And now Mr. Mullen is here as well.
Mr. Mullen, there's a speaker card for you. Yes, sir. Come to the podium.
Mike, on behalf of the applicant, have V and W waive presentation allowance, staff to have planning and zoning board. Thank you very much.
Board questions, asked members of the audience. At this time, come to the podium, please. She'll need one correction.
She will, and she'll need to, this is legislative swearing in, we'll need to fill out a card.
Okay,
But they can do that after.
you can do that afterwards. If you'll state your name and address for the record, please, and the clerk will have the speaker card.
My name is Joanne, and I live in Courtney Isles. 330865 Courtney Isles Way. And I just have a question. Since this is wetlands that the land that we're speaking about, it is a swamp, and the water from that swamp fills the 3 lakes that are in Courtney Isles. And everything's down, the water in the swamp is down, and the water in our lakes are all down, seriously down. They're all filled with fish, turtles, you have baby geese there right now with mom and dad. My question is, if it's going to be developed, and you're taking, leaving us with 1/3 of the wetlands that were there, where is the water going to come from to fill these lakes? It's been there for 20 years, I believe, Courtney Isles.
Well, what I would tell you, at this time, there is no application for development for you. This is a comprehensive plan amendment, we have that. Those types of questions would be reviewed at your DRC development review.
Oh, all right, okay, that would make sense. Okay, thank you, we'll look at that then. Thank you.
This is just bringing into conformity.
Okay,
yes.
Thank you.
At this time, if you'll fill out that, thank you. This time I will close for public discussion or deliberation or entertain a motion to approve or deny item B.
Madam Chair?
Yes, Mr. Gray.
Based on the record of SSLC, I find that plan amendment is consistent with policy FL 0102J and policy FL 0104A, G of the Nassau County Comprehensive Plan, and therefore motion to approve CPA 26-0099.
Second.
Motion made by Commissioner Gray, seconded by Commissioner Martin. Madam Clerk, please call the vote.
Commissioner Hutman?
Yes.
Commissioner Farmer?
Yes.
Commissioner Martin?
Yes.
Commissioner Gray?
Yes.
Chair McCullough?
Yes.
That's 5 0 motion carries.
Thank you. Madam Attorney, will you please read the procedures for tab W?
Yes, Madam Chair. Following item, be heard in place by judicial hearing. That is consider R 26-001 and ordinance 2026-000. The rezoning of approximately 24.41 acres located on the west side of the road from industrial warehouse to Transect 1 for 6.38 acres and Transect 5 for 8.88 acres. DJJ Chester LLC owner, Nassau County agent in District 3. Quasi-judicial hearings by state and case law are different than other hearings conducted by this board. The quasi-judicial hearing is less formal than a political hearing, but similar in its interest in evidence matters. Applicants have the burden of demonstrating competent, substantial evidence that his or her application is consistent with the following requirements. For tab W, that is policy FL01.002J, policy FL.00206, policy FL.08804, and policy FL.08806, A through G of the Nassau County Comprehensive Plan, and section 502C and 502D118 of the Nassau County Land Development Code. Those opposed must also demonstrate great competence, substantial evidence that the application does not meet these requirements. While the board welcomes all who have an interest in meeting, or law requires the board's decision in a quasi-judicial action supported by competent and substantial evidence to the board during the hearing on the application. General objection to the applicant does not constitute competent and substantial evidence. Email communications received until the time of this meeting are part of the public record for the hearing, but are not without competent and substantial evidence. Applicants are entitled to be represented by counsel. They may ask for a continuance to obtain that counsel. It would be at your discretion to grant or deny that request. The hearing procedures will be as follows. Staff will be sworn in. They will describe the applicant request and they will have 10 minutes. The applicant may waive their presentation and rely on staff's comments. If they do, they do retain the right to rebut any testimony against their application. The applicant or their representative will have an opportunity to present evidence. They will have 15 minutes if it's not waived. Public participants for or against the application will be sworn. They will have 3 minutes to provide testimony and evidence to the board. Sharing or transferring funds is not allowed and it may only be granted through the chair. Anyone presenting evidence for or against will address the board at the podium. They will give any document photographs to the deputy clerks. They do become a permanent record. The applicant or representative will have 10 minutes cross-examine what's necessary. Staff will have 5 minutes to provide comment as necessary. The board will then close the hearing, discuss the application. You may ask questions of applicant, staff, or witnesses for or against. Any motion include whether you find competent, substantial evidence in the record and/or testimony received to support your decision to approve or deny the agenda item. This meeting is being recorded against no applause that we're talking. If there are any questions, they can ask them at this time. Seeing none, Madam Chair, you may thank you.
Tab W, consider R26-001 and ordinance 2026-000, the rezoning of approximately 24.1 acres located on the west side of Chester Road from Industrial Warehouse to Transect 1T1 for 6.23 acres and Transect 5T5 for 18.18 acres. DJGG Chester LLC owner, Nassau County agent, District 3. Ex parte disclosure as to tab W. Ex parte disclosure including emails, letters, site visits, any other forms of communication. Disclosure shall include who the communication was with, and the nature of the communication. Disclosure should state the substance of the communication. Mr. Martin. Mr. Farmer.
No.
Mr. Gray. Mr. Hutton.
None.
And I have none. Madam Clerk, will you please identify the documents to be placed into the record tab W?
Documents submitted to the record, application 6 pages, map of land parcel 2 pages, map of conservation easement 2 pages, staff supplemental report 8 pages, planning and zoning staff report 8 pages, draft ordinance 5 pages, business impact estimates 2 pages, executed planning and zoning motion 1 page, planning and zoning staff presentation 14 pages, and Board of County Commissioner staff presentation 14 pages.
Madam Chair, I'm trying to set this documents into the record.
Second.
Motion made by Commissioner Martin, seconded by Commissioner Hutman. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed say no. At this time, we'll open the public hearing for tab W for staff presentation.
Elizabeth back with the planning department. So good evening, Commissioners. This is the companion rezoning to the comprehensive plan amendment that we just heard for the same piece of property with DJG Chester LLC. Again, on the north side of 40 Isles, west of Chester Road. Land use map is on the left-hand side, going from industrial to T1 and T5. On the right-hand side, we have IW, or Industrial Warehouse, seeking to move to T1 and T5. Again, this is an activity center. This is an enlargement of the map with the timber types design overlay, showing the Nassau Villages activity centers, transect, connecting map. So it shows both the regulating map, transect, and also the cross access roadways. So, as I mentioned with the FLUM amendment, we did have a more broad brush view of what the T1 may look like. In the finalized version here on the right-hand side would be the T1, as Chairman McCullough mentioned, for the 6 acres and change, and then T5 on the east side for the greater portion. So for T5, this should be T5 uses in urban center zone, proposed for higher density mixed building can accommodate retail, office, civic, and residential. Minimum residential density of 10 dwelling units, maximum 25 per acre with floor area ratio max 2. This is consistent with the future land use policy related to timber tides, design, and overlay. And this is consistent with the same zoning district comprehensive plan, the future land use map amendment. In terms of consistency, I mentioned that it's consistent with the goals, objectives, and policies of the comprehensive plan, and that includes infill development supported by the vision of that district. And you'll recall timber tides was approved back in 2025 and does implement the state road master plan and the comprehensive plan, establish a transit-oriented compact mixed community, which promotes social engagement, good work environment, and fiscal sustainability. I'm going to read all these, you're very familiar with fearless targets, the environmental sustainability, resiliency initiative, quality of life, quality of place initiative and projects, and this is consistent with those. As was mentioned, what are identified on the site, and they need to be protecting those areas, and then also meeting the drainage and stormwater requirements that will be reviewed as a part of the site engineering plan review. So in summation, this is consistent, staff finds this to be consistent with policies of the future land use element, land development code review criteria have been met. Staff is recommending approval of this rezoning application, and the planning and zoning board also recommended approval during their April 7th meeting. Happy to answer any questions.
Applicant presentation, Mr. Mullins? No. Thank you. Is there any cross-examination or rebuttal? Final comments, staff? Board questions? At this time, we'll close the hearing for tab W. Board deliberation, or I will entertain a motion for the approval or denial of R26-001.
Madam Chair.
Mr. Gray.
Based on the record evidence received on this substantial evidence of the sewer policy, that's all 0102J, policy, that's all 0206, policy, that's all 0884, policy, that's all 0868G of the Nassau County Comprehensive Plan, and section 5.2C and section 5.2D, 1 through 8 of the Nassau County Development Code, and therefore motion to approve R26-001. Madam Chair.
Second.
Motion made by Commissioner Gray, seconded by Commissioner Martin. Madam Clerk, please call the vote.
Commissioner Farmer?
Yes.
Commissioner Gray?
Yes.
Commissioner Martin?
Yes.
Commissioner Hutman?
Yes.
Chair McCullough?
Yes.
That's 5 ayes, 0 nays, motion carries.
Thank you. That will take us into, oh, we're going to have that informational item, Board of County Commissioner newsletter for March 2026. It's also online, y'all did a great job. Yes. Bringing it out.
And I just want to correct for the tab number is Y.
Why?
All the way it's Y, so I apologize for that.
Tab Y. Okay. So now we'll go to tab Y.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. So in working with our economic development partners, there is a grant opportunity for the Department of Commerce. So the North Florida Economic Development Partnership is putting in an application, so they're looking for a letter of support attached to the expansion memorandum is a copy of that letter. And so if the board is willing, it's your pleasure, we would ask the board to grant the chair authority to sign on behalf of the board and support the grant opportunity.
I'm trying to approve the tab Y.
Second.
Motion made by Commissioner Martin, seconded by Commissioner Hutman. All in favor say aye. Opposed say nay. Motion carries. That will take us to general public comment. Comments can only be for items of the
One more item. Yes, ma'am. That's Director Robbins, come to the podium real quick.
You have two items. A letter, number one and number two.
Good evening, Commissioners. Thank you, County Manager Pope, for allowing me to have up here and speak to you guys. Jay Robertson, Parks and Recreation Director. Just wanted to give you guys a brief update. So we're almost 20 years in the making, but Westside Regional Park is finally at its finish line. We're probably about 3 to 4 weeks away from construction being wrapped up through those checklists, those punch lists, see final completion date. With that said, I'm here to invite you guys to the grand opening of Westside Regional Park on June 6th from 2 to 9 p.m. We've got a great day planned for everybody to come out and enjoy the park. A full day of live music. We even talked Commissioner Huffman into bringing his band out there to kick off things, and to christen the amphitheater. We're excited to have him out there. We also have some national recording acts, working procurement and legal to get those finalized. Our headliner, Corey Smith, 7.2 million followers on Spotify. We also have Mark Broussard, who American Idol did a week for him. Has covered his songs. Sold out Florida Theater earlier this year. We've got a great day planned. Trying to activate the entire park, showcase the community what that park can bring. The Astronomical Society out of Stargazing Court. We've got kind of the doggy print day over at the dog park area. We've got several of the local and Jacksonville-based sporting clubs such as Jacksonville Sporting Club, the local soccer, professional soccer league. Jags will have a presence on hand as well. We've got a great vendor fair out in the event lawn. Several of our sponsors were able to bring on right over $20,000 in sponsorship of Hall Construction, Kimley Warren, Prime AE, NASA MRI, and Howard, Caterpillar as well as chipped in to help us put on a great show for the community. So I just wanted to come personally invite you guys to come out and take a look. I know we all did our visual tours, but it's crazy to see the progress that's come since you guys have been out there for your tours here recently. So we're excited to bring this community, excited to showcase what the long process that comes with this. It's been about 16 to 18 months in construction, and I'm sure you guys have all laid eyes on it that's come to fruition. It's exciting for Nassau County to bring this on board. So just want to personally invite you guys. Thank you guys for your time. Any questions I can answer before we get into this?
Hold on, Mr. Gray. Mr. Pope, would you speak facilities issues for me?
Yeah. Director Roberts, did you hear, there's been a lot of excitement with the facility coming online, being open to the public. It's a beautiful facility when you ride by. A lot of interest in entities wanting to rent facilities. And so just high level, while the facility will be for regional events, we'll be able to have special events, tournament play, concerts, great regional scale things. They'll also be available to rent a field for 90 minutes practice tournament.
So just speak really briefly on that. So all of our non-sports complex facilities, Nassau Crossing, Regional Park, Westside Regional Park, they all kind of bring the same model. Allows groups, whether we are locally used organizations that already have facility use agreements, whether it's outside entities, whether it's commercial or other nonprofits. We offer space to get out of those complexes and be able to provide services at a rental cost. Even though it's at a rental cost, broken down into different subject matters. So you have your civic rate, which encompasses all of your nonprofits. You have your private rate, whether it wants to bring out his family for a day on the field and make sure nobody else comes to bother him. Or you have your commercial, we have large scale regional impact tournaments, concerts, those types of things where people come and make a buck. So we were able to service all of those. Just with these types of facilities, there is a good cost recovery. We'll never recover 100% of what that operating cost looks like. There are higher standards taken on the facilities and additional costs that goes into that. So we try to recoup a little bit of that. And we also have it broken down whether it's a 90-minute practice time, whether it's a half-day usage or a full-day usage. We've kind of broken it down to try to be able to accommodate everybody. It's still a passive park and it's day-to-day use, but as far as being able to reserve time out there, it's not like your sports complex where we have our facility use agreement that allows kind of that blanket schedule. It's more defined and allows us to really have a better thumb on who's coming and going, what that actual cost is for that operation.
The primary objective is public facility wanting to be active. As active as we can make it, we want to be active. We also reserve the ability to make sure the fields have rest time. So that's one of the problems with the community-based fields. There's so much demand and have very little rest time. And so these facilities allow us to schedule users while at the same time sure that your field remain at competition level. So it really provides an opportunity at all levels of us as the organization. It shows large events, bring in regional scale tournaments, and also support local entities in day-to-day activities.
And on the west side of the county, it's very organized right now in our sports complexes. As you guys know, that Callahan Sports Complex is at max capacity at most times. So we've had some initial conversations with groups that rent some space during some time at Callahan Sports Complex. You have to put more pressure on top of those fields that get rest time. So now we're able to take a look and bring them on the west side regional park in a fashion where we can say, okay, now the fields at Callahan Sports Complex can have some sort of rest, whereas before it was 365 days a year cleats on. So trying to maintain sports turf in Nassau County right now is really difficult. Just it's a great thing to have because we know kids are out playing. But as we bring on facilities, more resources, allows us to kind of spread our wings, shift different things in different areas, and allow those sports complexes to come back to life as well.
Chair.
Mr. Martin.
So as the coach, the youth sports coach, whatever the sport is, decides to bring their players out to the regional park, and the field is, once it's empty. It hasn't been reserved. Can they use it, or must it be reserved?
So we normally operate just like Tributary Regional Park. We tell people, hey, if a field is open, there's an open space, you can take and use it at your own risk. But if someone comes up with a permit, then you're going to be used. We also have the ability to say, field 1 and 2 are available for anytime use. Field 3 is in a rest period because it comes back. We have several rentals on those. That field come back to life, so we kind of section that off. We never want to take away the passive use of public parks, so we want to make sure that everyone has fair and equitable access to it. But there's also that dollar amount that can reserve certain space at certain time.
And I think that also ties into hypothetical, we don't have a plan, but if we were to have it reach out through like the development district and want to put on a 3-day flag football tournament, that would allow us the opportunity to allow the fields to rest, get them properly lined, have the facility set up, and run regional scale tournament, and then it can go back to rental use.
And so there'll be employees out there at the park to monitor that, correct?
Yes.
So I'm assuming they would be empowered to make judgment calls. If someone comes out there with their family, they got maybe 10 kids with them, and the park is supposed to be resting, but they're not willing to just play. Some common sense I would prevail.
I mean, luckily out there we have enough space where we can actively rest the field. When you're resting the field, especially on sports turf, something that should be rested, there's probably an application on there as well. Usually whether it's fertilizer, pesticides, something along that line that's able to move certain uses. But luckily for us, we've got over a million square feet of tip-tough 419 sod that we can get some people on. Also nice flex fields of Argentina hay as well that promotes the same amount of space. So we've got enough room to be really flexible.
Good.
Director, we're not doing blanket agreements, short rentals on.
Correct. Yeah. So if we do these.
Blanketly coming in and
So we take rentals up to 365 days in advance. So we don't do multiple year type of things. So with our facility use agreement right now, the way that works with our nonprofit sports organizations, 9 of them Nassau County's footprint. Basically, they submit a schedule, we kind of abide to it. The rental piece is completely different, where we say, we give you what the cost is for you to be able to operate, whether it be 1 day a week, whether it be 2 days a week, certain weekend, one-on, those types of things, but it comes with the exact same fee as if you were going to rent it 1 day, or you were going to rent it for multiple days. So We've had conversations with a couple of outside groups, given kind of what that fee structure looks like, kind of what the expectations that come with it. We've heard back maybe one or two. Some are somewhat interested, some of them look like they're going to move forward on the onset, that rental piece, I think maybe 1 or 2 nights a week. In order to host games. But everybody else is still kind of in feel out session because it's a large space, so it's kind of a premium price.
Okay, thank you. And thank you, Ms. Any other questions?
You know, just, and I haven't asked this, we went out with the progress of the project, but I know with all of our parks, obviously there's that security element. And I'm sure that we probably got some security cameras at this park, you know, to try to curtail that vandalism to such a nice park.
So we do, and we're going to, for opening day, for the first month or so, we're going to have a temporary system in place. We're going to lease the system while IT is putting final touches. So we'll have a security system with cameras and other identification mechanisms. So we can talk through what those security measures are, but we're taking the direction forward to make sure that the facilities that we pay for remain nice and functional for them.
Make sure that we had something talked about it, but I just want to make sure you had someplace because, you know, it's disheartening. And I know it's disheartening for you, it's disheartening for our staff to see the same, things happen at some certain places in the county, and send our facilities maintenance staff over there to, you know, go put sinks back on the wall. I mean, and I want to make sure that, you know, we've done our part, say.
107 acres is tough to keep a close eye on. The thing that we're able to do is we're able to really curtail vehicular access. We have multiple forestry gates that will be able to section areas off. Just like in a normal operating day, once it comes towards the end of the day, we're able to kind of leave the nature side open. Stargazing board does usually allow dark sky viewing. You have your restroom and everything right there. But then the forestry gate will not block the rest of the park. So keeps the main gate open, but also kind of sections that area off. So all you do is go in and make a right, go there. Foot traffic is cameras come into place. We're kind of an eye on there and not. And then also looks like tech services, the camera system also has vehicle plate registration or recognition, those things. So we can actually try to keep as close an eye on coming and going as possible.
Thank you.
What time is that? All activities going to be?
So we would be 2 to 9.
2 to 9.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
At 2:30, Commissioner Hutland will grace the stage with the rest of the Honey Badgers.
Do you warn the headliners?
I told them it's probably going to be downhill from there.
You're going to have a high bar.
That's right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you guys for the time, and we'll see you guys on June 6th.
At this time, I'm going to, any further business?
No, ma'am, thank you.
Madam Attorney? No further business. Thank you. County Commissioner business, Mr. Hutman.
I don't have anything further. I would like to say this real quick. Ms. Joanne spoke. I know she's interested.
Yeah.
Reach out to her. Just to have a little chat about what I think she's mistaken is retention ponds and outlays. When I look at the overhead, there's 3 retention ponds on there. Not lakes. So she already left. So
yeah, we already contacted.
Okay, great.
Yeah, during the process. So yeah, got my info.
All right.
Thank you.
That's all I have.
Okay, thank you, Mr.
I don't really have anything to keep the community Julie, your thoughts, after places in Beaufort, and you can go to their Facebook page, that means donations. Community Stewardship Facebook page, and also you can email chunter@outlook.com. That's Turner's email. They're set and get that engine up, hopefully prepared for Christmas.
Thank you, Mr. Secretary.
Sure.
We'll just stand
I'm sorry.
aside.
Well, I would have said next week,
Not
but,
quarter.
Shrimp Fest is one of my favorite weekends of the year. So I'm looking forward to the parade on Thursday evening, and then the guys have been asked to do a headlining gig Saturday on the stage. First time ever in our 14-year run of working that weekend. So we're really excited Saturday night for the big stage. I'm going to jump in your car down Alabama.
For your wedding.
Go off the stage, take the car down Alabama, son's wedding. Be an exciting day.
Your shrimp the best.
Enjoy Shrimp Fest. And the drone show.
Oh, yes, we did change for public for safety, burn fans, I did 2 weeks from the. I'm not taking your, go ahead, Martin.
Oh, well, you already hit it, so start there. Yeah, as Commissioner, Shrimp Festival, it's a big weekend, come on down. Not because of us, the Board of County Commissioners, because of our band, but because the authority that fire festival fireworks rested with the city and fire chief, fire marshal. And originally I thought they were going to allow the fireworks, but they decided they're side of caution, and they're not going to allow fireworks for Shrimp Festival. However, I talked to the Shrimp Festival chairman, Scott Inglis, just the other day, and he told me that they were able to get in their budget where they're gonna have a drone show. So the drone show should be, I don't know, it'll replace fireworks, but hopefully it'll be good substitute for them. So go to the Shrimp Festival. The Bernardino, I hope I don't jinx them. Every time I brag on a sports team, I jinx them the next time they play. So I hope I don't jinx them. The Bernardino High School varsity baseball team won the district championship this past weekend, and they're having a great season. They're 22-4 overall for the season, and they're going to they crushed the district. The team they district finals by the 10-run rule. So only went five innings, being 10-0. So they're now playing in the regional where they'll be playing Swanee High School regional playoffs. I think it's the best 2 out of 3 series there. So I hope I don't introduce you. I wish you best of luck going forward. Hopefully bring state championship. That's all I have, Madam Chair.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I just want to make sure everyone saw that we lost fireman duty last week in Hilliard, medical emergency. And I'd like to send our most sincere condolences, thoughts, and prayers to the Kevin Cruz family, the Hilliard Volunteer Fire Department, and Old Nassau firefighting family. This last week. Sure.
His chief did give me that his viewing will be on Wednesday, April 29th, from 5 to 8 a.m. at the new Nassau Funeral Home in Callahan. And then on Thursday morning, April 30th at 10 a.m. will be the funeral at West Church in Hilliard. And then following the funeral, there will be a procession that's going to go 108, and then it's going to come back to the fire station, like a community procession behind after the funeral. So why you on that, that's okay, Mr. Farmer, that it would look too.
Fine. Yeah, just want to send our condolences out to the Florida Forest Service too. And they lost a man in Plains County this week fighting fire. So these fires are really serious, folks. Please take burn ban seriously. If you got some debris in your yard or something like that, do like I did this last week. Just call one of the local guys. Those guys, they all price on their time and labor, and it's a whole lot easier to just grapple that stuff and put it in the dumpster or whatever, and have it all off than it is to go out there and think what could be in a small leaf fire and turn it into a thousands acres of catastrophe that could go on for just a long time. But American Values Luncheon was this past week, honoring Mr. Bill Gower. The Boy Scouts played a large role in that year at Carlton. I just want to thank him and his wife for the good work they do in our community. His wife was very influential with Barnabas, and they're going to be putting that in that Barnabas Center by around US 1, just Callahan there. So serve the whole entire West Side community, and it's a really big deal for our area. And told me that she had raised $4.2 million for Barnabas, that's a really big deal for the west side of Nassau County and Nassau, just in general. Also saw that, we've had First Baptist Church, Callahan River Road Baptist Church, have people at the helm collecting donations for this wildfire relief for Georgia. And I noticed that just amongst a few of the things that they've asked for was like wet wipes, personal hygiene items, like toothbrush, toothpaste, deodorant, stuff like that. Eye drops, skin goods, stuff that, non-perishables. Yes, saw that one, and, so, those people up there, they're hurting, I think that they're close to 100 homes that's been lost, and they really don't have a count, but, I mean, it's gut-wrenching. If you turn on the TV and watch some of those people that have lost it all, their animals, their homes, their vehicles, and so, let's just pray for some rain and safety of our first responders, and I'll end by saying that if I see somebody that's got a fire going, whether you think it's a great idea or not, everything I have, carry a 10-pound fire extinguisher around my truck. Don't be surprised if DMC don't put your fire. And that's all I have, Mr. Chair. Thank you.
Thank you. Great evening, and you together Monday for our board hearing. Thank you so much.